You're up.
Let me just get you the maps. I'm so sorry.
Jacob, do I need to note? Yeah, I'll do it real quick. This is our 505 public hearing on items 7B and C of our agenda for the Board of County Commission meeting on June 8th.
I'm going to begin by reading the ordinance into the record. It is an ordinance adopting certain amendments to the future land use map and text of the future land use element of the Putnam County Comprehensive Plan, repealing all inconsistent ordinances or parts thereof, and setting forth the effective date. This is case LM 20-001. This is ordinance number 2021-022.
Wendy, just to make, we're doing item C right now first.
Correct. We're
Okay.
doing the land use first because the land use must be adopted prior to the rezone.
That A on the amended one?
Yes, on A on the revised one.
These two cases work hand in hand. This is the land use amendment, which is the first item, and the second item will be the rezoning. So they coincide with each other and they overlap throughout. Okay. The applicant is requesting an amendment to the county's future land use map for 313 acres from industrial to agriculture 2. In July 2012, the county approved an amendment to the future land use map to change acres from agriculture 2 to industrial via ordinance 2012-19. The request would revert the property back to its original agricultural future land use, and there has been no development on this property since that time.
Okay.
The request is compatible with the surrounding land uses and is consistent in compliance with the comprehensive plan's goals, objectives, and policies. On March 16, 2021, DEO advised us and also our surrounding municipalities that there were no comments to the amendment. So the request is at its meeting on December 9th, 2020. Again, this is one of our older ones. The Planning Commission reviewed the application and recommended approval of the request. This also includes a specific text amendment policy that was associated with this that allowed for 3 million commercial square feet to be associated with this industrial use. This will also be deleted as it's the companion with the land use change. The second item is the rezoning.
No, let's do one at a time,
Okay.
okay? So this is a public hearing, and this is our second reading, if I'm not mistaken, on this item, correct?
Correct. This is the final.
So is the applicant here that would like to speak? Is there anybody in the audience would like to speak in favor of this application? Anybody opposed to this application?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Turner, you have the floor.
I move that we find this consistent and we take up the recommendation of the Planning Commission and the staff and approve case number LM 20-001.
We have proper motion by Commissioner Turner. Proper second by Commissioner Pickens. Any discussion amongst the commissioners on this item?
I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Rawls, you have the floor.
The intended use of this property in the future is for a solar farm. Is there going to be a time when the commission wants to sit down and have a conversation about when we have enough solar, or when?
Not anymore. It was just preempted by the legislature this last session.
What's that?
Solar.
No more solar?
I mean, we're not in the process anymore.
You can't talk about it anymore.
It's preempted to the state.
They preempted local government.
So they can come in and build all the solar they want on top of us and nothing we can do about it?
Yes.
Regardless of the land use,
Land use for that.
so they can put in any classification.
Well, they got to have proper zoning,
have to have
don't they, and get all that kind of stuff?
Well, that's why this is going through right now. This is, when I've talked to FPL about this, and this is their intention, is to build the solar farm out there. And folks in Boswick, and we'll talk about more on Monday, they're not in favor of it. You're saying that we have no say-so at this point?
I'll go back and look at the zoning issue, but it was a big issue in the legislature.
Well, you can look and discuss that later. I have no problem with them putting a solar farm there, just none
Well,
whatsoever.
the problem is it's right on Highway 17.
Okay, why is that a problem?
The look of it, for one thing, the land use, we lose revenue. This is right.
You lose revenue, you trying to tell me that they pay less tax revenue for solar being on it than they do if it's an agricultural belt area?
No, but right now, this is industrial.
I understand, but the only reason it's industrial, if you look back,
There was a
is
PUD.
because the chamber went to Joe Mack, who owns land or runs the land, and asked him to change it to industrial
Because
for
they needed
future
it.
land use, and then nothing ever happened. He said, I don't want no more part of this. I want to take it back where it was. That's only the fair thing to do here, unless you're just gonna jerk somebody around terrible.
No, they
So-
needed it for their comp plan.
Yeah, I'm just telling you right now, this is
Yeah.
only the right thing to do with the,
I had no idea that the state stripped our ability to be able to have a conversation about this.
All right. We have a
Um,
proper motion on the floor and second. So we're going to take a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. The ayes have it. Wendy, next item.
This is an ordinance of the County of Putnam, State of Florida, amending the official zoning map for the Putnam County Incorporated into Article 2 of the Putnam County Land Development Code, Ordinance 2005-18, providing for severability and effective date. This is case R20-009. This is ordinance 2021-021. This is a zoning map amendment for 6 total parcels equaling 313 acres. From Plan Unit Development to Agriculture. The subject property is located at 945 North Highway 17, Palaca. The parcels are designated Ag 2 on the adopted future land use map. The subject property has approximately over 1,000, anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 square feet, based on how you measure it, along 17. The subject property consists of buildings associated with silviculture, a silviculture operation, and a single-family residence. At its meeting on December 9th, 2020, the Planning Commission recommended approval, 5-0, and no one spoke in opposition of this rezoning.
Thank you. Is the applicant here today? Is public hearing? Okay, seeing none, is there anybody in the audience want to speak in favor of this application? Anybody in opposition? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve request number R20-009, finding it consistent with the comprehensive plan and taking the recommendation of the Planning Commission and staff.
We have proper motion by Commissioner Turner,
I'll second.
proper second by Commissioner Picken. Any further discussion amongst the commission? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, like sign. The ayes have it. Thank you. This meeting of the Putnam County Board of County Commission is now over, and now we're going to open back our workshop back up and finish the conversation we were having. So, Mr. Turner, I think you had the floor at that point.
I
And
think
Mr.
we
Adams
were in
had his
between.
light on.
I think, well, go ahead,
No,
Commissioner.
you had the
go
floor.
ahead.
I'll wait.
So we have to go to value engineering first, we're still on that one, right? Okay, so we have to go to value engineering, okay? So how long is it gonna take you to do that?
Hang on,
Pause.
Jacobs. Okay, we got to switch to. Gotcha, I got you. Tell us when you're ready, I'm sorry.
waiting again on IT, what can I say?
Jacob shows up
I
and
was
now